Unit 7, Session 2, A Reading, The Trial. Children, see the recap of the first session, The Trial. John was brought to a great stone hall in the castle on 30th May 1431 at Rowan, chained by the ankles. She was unwell by eating some stale carp. They sent a doctor to cure her, but the doctor was not allowed to bleed her on the belief if she was bled her, Witchery would leave her. See the next point, children. The trial, they started questioning about how she tried to escape from the prison. The next point, John told that if you leave the door of the cage open, the bird will fly off. The next point, D. Estevate called her church militant because of heresy and dressed herself as a boy. Cushwan warned her not to give pert answers in the court. Let us see the glossary. Triples, things of little value or importance. Triples, things of little value or importance. At stake. This is important in this lesson, children. In danger of being lost. At stake. In danger of being lost or burnt alive. Imputed. Attributed bad quality to somebody. Militant. Radical or rebel. Militant. Radical or rebel. Witch. A woman having magical powers. Already you have seen the picture in the first session, children. Witch, a woman having magical powers. Moat, a deep channel around the castle. A deep channel around the castle. You can see that water around the palace. See the next two meaning, children. At stake, burn, alive. At stake, burn, alive. Bewildered. Bewildered means confused. Vanity. Vanity means excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearance. Vanity means excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearance. Peril. Immediate danger. Peril means immediate danger. Gospels. The 4 books in the Bible about the life of Jesus. The New Testament. Gospels. The 4 books in the Bible about the life of Jesus. It is called New Testament. Children, see a beautiful picture of court. A reading, the trial.
The Inquisition interposes. This is not yet in order. You forget, Master Promoter, that the proceedings have not been formally opened. The time for questions is after she has sworn on the Gospels to tell us the whole truth. John.
You say this to me every time. I have said again and again that I will tell you all that concern this trial. But I cannot tell you the whole truth. God does not allow the whole truth to be told. You do not understand it. when I tell it. It is an old saying that he who tells too much truth is sure to be hanged. I am weary of this argument. We have been over it 9 times already. I have sworn as much as I will swear, and I will swear no more.
Causeless. My lord, she should be put to the torture. The Inquisitor. You hear, Joan? That is what happens to the obdurate. Think before you answer. Has she been shewn the instruments?
Children, see the gospel here. It is Old Testament and New Testament. Gospels means New Testament. It is 4 books in that New Testament.
The execution. They are ready, my lord. She has seen them. Joan.
If you tear me limb from limb until you separate my soul from my body, you will get nothing out of me beyond what I have told you. What more is there to tell that you could understand? Besides, I cannot bear to be hurt, and if you hurt me, I will say anything you like to stop the pain, but I will take it all back afterwards. So, what is the use of it?
There is much in that. We should proceed mercifully. Counselors. But the torture is customary. The Inquisitor. It must not be applied wantonly. If the accused will confess voluntarily, then its use cannot be justified.
Children, see here torture in the prison. How they tortured the Joan in the prison. They did not see that she is a woman. They torture a lot.
Causeless. But this is unusual and irregular. She refuses to take the oath. Lavin, disgusted. Do you want to torture the girl for the merry pleasure of it? Causeless, bewildered. But it is not a pleasure. It is the law. It is customary. It is always done. The Inquisitor. That is not so, Master, except when the inquiries are carried on by people who do not know their legal business. Causeless. But the woman is a heretic. I assure it is always done. Caution. Viciously. It will not be done today if it is not necessary. Let there be an end of this. I will not have it said that we proceeded on forced confessions. We have sent out best preachers and doctors to this woman to exhort and implore her to save her soul and body from the fire. We shall not now send the executioner to thrust her into it.
Children, see a picture. The woman is a heretic. The English thought she is against the church. That's why they called her a heretic.
Causeless. Your lordship is merciful, of course, but it is a great responsibility to depart from the usual practice. John.
Thou art a rare noodle, master. Do what was done last time. Is thy rule a
Causeless. Thou wanton? Dost thou dare call me noodle? The Inquisitor. Patience, master, patience. I fear you will soon be only too terribly avenged. Causeless mutters. Noodle indeed. He sits down much discontented. The Inquisitor. Meanwhile, let us not be moved by the rough side of a shepherd lass's tongue.
children? Here you can see John looking after sheep and doing something.
Joan.
Nay, I am no shepherd lass, though I have helped with the sheep like anyone else. I will do ladies' work in the house, spin or weave against any woman in Rouen.
The Inquisitor. This is not a time for vanity, John. You stand in great peril. John.
I know it. Have I not been punished for my vanity? If I had not worn my cloth of gold surcoat in battle like a fool, that Burgundian soldiers would never have pulled me backwards of my horse, and I should not have been here.
That's happening. If you're so clever at women's work, why do you not stay at home and do it?
Children, you can see a gold surcoat wearing, and she was on the horse. That is the gold surcoat.
John.
There are plenty of other women to do it, but there is nobody to do my work.
Kushul. Come, we are wasting time on trifles. John, I'm going to put a most solemn question to you. Take care how you answer, for your life and salvation are at stake on it. Will you, for all you have said and done, be it good or bad, accept the judgment of God's church on earth, more especially as to the acts and words that are imputed to you in this trial by the promoter here? Will you submit your case to the inspired interpretation of the church militant?
Children see a church where she was beatified.
John.
I am a faithful child of the church. I will obey the church.
Kushun, hopefully leaning forward. You will? John.
Provided it does not command anything impossible. Kushun sinks back in his chair with a heavy sigh. The inquisitor purses his lips and frowns. Lordwin shakes his head pitifully. Children, see here one note is there. At the age of 19, in 1431, she was tried for heresy and then burnt at the stake as a witch. In 1909, she was beatified and in 1920 canonized as a saint. Children, let us see once again about the beatification and the sainthood. Beatification is a recognition accorded by the Catholic Church of a deceased person entrance into heaven and capacity to intercede on behalf of individuals who pray in his or her name. Once again, children, beatification is a recognition accorded by the Catholic Church of a deceased person entrance into heaven and capacity to intercede on behalf of individuals who pray in his or her name. In the Roman Catholic Church, the official admission of a dead person into sainthood. In the Roman Catholic Church, the official admission of a dead person into sainthood. Finally, the inquisitor told John that her life was in peril. John said that she knew that and was ready to face it. He said she was in court because a Burgundian soldier pulled her cold surcoat. At her last moments, Cushion asked her whether she would submit her case to the inspired interpretation of the church militant. John replied that she was a faithful child of the church and would obey it so long it does not command anything impossible. So she died for the sake of her country. She was burnt on stake and became patron saint of France. All the French people praised her and they honored her because she saved her country from English. Thank you. Have a nice day. Unit 7. A reading, the trial. Reading comprehension. Session 2. First question. Why did John said, I will swear no more? See the answer. John told the court that she would tell the court as far as the case was concerned. February 21st and March 24th, she was interrogated nearly a dozen times. On every occasion, she was requested to swear to tell the truth. So, John said she would swear no more. Children, see the second question. Who are the people who tried to save John in the trial? How do you know it? Answer. Inquisitor, Brother Lavin and Kushun are the people who tried to save John in the trial. A. Kushun warned her against the punishment. At the same time, he took pity on her and suggested her to give answers that save her from punishment. B. Brother Lavin argued against the use of torture to get the truth from her. C. Inquisitor was personally not willing to use torture. When John called counselors a road noodle, he tried to pacify counselors. See the third question. John expressed her helplessness to tell the whole truth. Why? What was the old saying she mentioned in this context? See the answer. John expressed her helplessness to tell the whole truth. The reason is God does not allow the whole truth to be told. Also, there is an old saying that he who tells the whole truth is sure to be hanged. Children, see the fourth question. Counselors said that John should be tortured. What reasons did he give to support his argument? See the answer. Counselors said that John should be tortured as it was customary to torture the accused, and John refused to take the oath as she was a heretic. He strongly spoke against departing from the usual practice. See the fifth question, children. Why did John regret having worn the surcoat? See the answer. John wore her cloth of gold surcoat in the battle, which is not ordinary as she was a woman. It is very heavy. A Burgundian had pulled her backwards off her horse. Then she was caught by Burgundian soldier. They sold her to English. They kept her in prison. See the sixth question. John and counselors called each other names. What were they? Answer. John called counselors as a rare noodle and the counselors called her a heretic. According to the trial transcript, John was questioned repeatedly not only about the voices she heard, but on why she chose to dress as a man. It is both more seemly and proper to dress like this when surrounded by men than wearing a woman's clothes, she told the judges. While I have been in prison, the English have molested me when I was dressed as a woman. I have done this to define my modesty. The Hundred Years' War waged on until 1453 within the French, finally beating back the English. Invades 1450 Charles VII. John's guilty verdict was overturned by a rehabilitation trial ordered by Charles VII. John legend grew and in 1909 she was beatified in the famous Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris by Pope Pius X. In 1920, she was canonized by Pope Benedict XV. John's body was burnt 3 times by the English, and ashes from the foot of the pyre were supposedly discovered in 1867 lurking in the Paris loft of an apathy. These were transferred to a museum in Chinon where they are still kept. Apathy means a person who prepared and sold medicines and drugs. Joan was exempt from her martyrdom, the first 3 miracles, because 3 nuns were miraculously healed from cancer after praying to Joan, and one woman healed from tuberculosis and another woman healed from a hole in her feet by praying Joan of Arc. Okay, children, did you understand the whole lesson? Thank you. Have a nice day.